We still have a minute to start. Just wait one more minute. Start soon. Just 30 more seconds because if the contest people start joining, it get disturbed. Abhishek, you can live. Abhishek, live on.
Yeah, Vishal, we are live on YouTube.
Okay. Just wait 30 more seconds. We'll start soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start. So please mute yourself, and when you have to speak, then you can unmute. Okay. So thank you so much for joining, everyone. My name is Vishal. As I told you, the agenda of today's session is that today is the batch 23, and we are mostly going to focus on the database concept, what exactly database is. Because nowadays, does not matter which technology you are going in IT. You are going to QA, you are going to DevOps, you are going to Java, .NET, database support, any profession, you must have to know about SQL. SQL is one of the most important part of any database person, right? Or any industry for going to work. So when we are going to discuss about in the whole session, this session will go around 3 months, 2.5 to 3 months, close to. We'll discuss about 65 hours, and after every session, I will send you notes. My name is Vishal. I'm not a trainer. Let me repeat you all to a very straightforward language. I'm not a professional trainer. I'm just like you all, but I'm working industry from last 19 years in database, and I'm trying to help from my experience what I gain. I worked in multiple companies. I worked in US, UK, Europe, India. India I worked around 10 years, and from last 8 years I'm in US, and I'm working in so many different companies, different domains like banking domain, healthcare domain, logistics domains, telecom domain. I work different domains. I have experience of around more than 1,000 interviews I took or I gave. Right, I'm a part of the interview team of my company. So I have an idea what exactly they're expecting in the interview when you go for it. And I will focus you all how to learn, how to answer, how to make a concept. So I just want to tell everyone the first 10 minutes what I set up for the agenda of the call is we will go through each session from scratch. If I want to make an impression, and maybe I can start from performance tuning, maybe I can start from procedures, triggers, exceptions, and maybe you think that okay, something is sharp with the topic which I know much better, advanced concept topic, I can do it here. But we will go we will go in this topic, right? Somebody asking the link. I already sent the links. So as I told you, and when I'm going to discuss on this particular topic, right, each and every topic will start from starting from scratch, as I considering that you don't have any knowledge. Maybe few of you have 5 year, 8 year, 10 year. In my batch, people have around 18, 20 year experience also join my batch. So because working in a company is a different scenario, going for an interview is totally different scenario, right? So you must prepare. Whenever we go for any topic, we should not miss any questions come from that. Just like if you remember when we are in our college, right? So we have some area of questions coming, like the part A, part B, part C, part D. So you must prepare on few parts. The question coming from this unit, I definitely crack that question or 20 numbers. Same way, when you prepare for a particular topic, you must prepare yourself that if any questions comes, any permutation and combinations are coming, you are able to answer. We start from the base concept. The 40% of the question in your interview does not matter what your experience level is. 1 year, 10 year, 15 year, 20 year. Your 40% question must be on base concept, first of all. And one more thing I want to say here, if your base concept question is wrong, you are not getting selected for sure. That is for sure, right? Your one question on performance tuning, basic concept, advanced concept, how to writing SQL. I will make sure that I will do that to all of you. For people in US, because I'm living in EST time zone, I'm in Virginia. So people in US, we will take a separate sessions because in weekdays we will meet. This session will go to weekend, 2 hours Saturday, 2 hours Sunday. Otherwise that I will always available one-to-one. Whenever you need, you can ping me. Maybe suppose if I'm busy in my office work or something, we can decide a time like, okay, after your dinner, let's meet sometime. So we'll meet one-to-one to solve the problems, right? So everyone should go there, right? Try to, and after every session, let me show you one more thing. Everybody can see my screen. I open my Gmail. You can see that. After every session, whatever we learn, I will send you the notes. You don't have to note down anything. You don't need to just listen in the class. Only my session and my class are enough to make your concept clear and to crack any interviews. Any interviews. You can ask the feedback in all of the groups you are. I have around more than 15, 16 groups. You can see SQL. So many groups I have. Every group having 400, 500 people. You can go and ask anybody. The people are joined. Whatever class we learn, I will send you the notes that you can see the notes like this. Whatever we are discussing, every notes contains the same thing. So people are asking, sir, give me the videos. Nobody has time to go and listen 65 hours of video one time, two times, three times. That's why I'm giving you notes. My notes are enough. You can open and crack. You can open the notes, see the logic. Whatever I'm discussing written in the notes, these are handwritten notes. Whatever we are discussing, same example, I will copy paste here. From the class, screen is recorded. So I will copy paste the same example so that you can go from here, try to learn what is written, what example we shall discuss in the class. Revising from the notes, we're discussing triggers. Revising from the notes, it will take you much faster way. You can complete the whole session, maybe within 2 hours, you can complete 5 to 6 lectures. But you don't have 5 to 6 hours to listen all the videos. And how many times you listen videos? So notes are here. Whatever we are discussing, everything is written here. Maybe there is some grammatical mistake is possible. The spelling mistake can be possible in my notes, but I will try to deliver all the logic, whatever I am discussing. So you see here, whatever we discuss, everything is written here. We'll go topic by topic, each topic. I'm not randomly move from this topic to that topic just to make an impression. We'll go from topic to topic from scratch. Each topic, each permutation and combination of question that can be possible. Suppose I'm discussing about primary key, discussing foreign key, discussing trigger, discussing exception, discussing procedure, discussing package, discussing exception handling. So on that day, we will finish the topic with all possible scenarios the question can be asked. We'll discuss about business scenarios because I'm working the project. What the real-time scenarios are coming, I will discuss to all of you. I am here to help you. And I'm expecting you all that you all can take my help. Whenever you want, you can ping me one-to-one without hesitation. I will, after every session, you don't have to note down anything. Just you have to take the session. Same whatsoever I'm discussing analytical function. Whatever I'm discussing, same notes you are receiving, the same queries, whatever discussing, how this query is working. I'm writing it here so that it may be revised to you. I will make sure that you all will be very comfortable in writing sequels, go to the concept, how the concept is coming, how to answer the question. Because an interview is all about how you answer. If you know how to answer, right, you'll definitely crack the interviews. Because suppose the question is coming, take a simple example, difference between view and materialized view, difference between primary key, foreign key, difference between delete and truncate, difference between cursor, ref cursor, difference between function procedure, what is performance tuning. Almost everybody knows this answer. If you go to Google, it is written on Google. But when you answer start from Google, interviewer will understand you next 30 seconds that you don't know is coming from Google. Interviewer are not stupid. They know the way you are talking, the language you start showing, they know that. So always make your concept how to answer the questions, right? It something feels like that you know how exactly happening in the database. So we start our topic from today. This is not a demo class, the first session. I'm considering I'm starting from table, right? Okay, one more thing. The first four lectures, means 8 hours, my speed will be fast because first 8 hours are the basic concept. My speed will be fast for sure because the basic concept mostly theoretical. You all can ping me one to one after that as well. You don't have to wait for it. That okay, Vishal's speed is fast, so what should I do? You can ping me one to one. But in the class, first 8 hours speed will be fast. Then when we move to writing sequels like how to joins, we start from the joins, aggregate function, analytical function. Then my speed will become slow because I want you all to make you comfortable and to learn what exactly happening. And you don't have to worry about what you all can see here the notes. Whatever discussing, every notes will be coming here, save exceptions, ref cursors, whatever we are discussing, all topic you will receive the notes with examples. This is what we are doing in the class. Same class example, copy paste here, come into the session like we're discussing about performance tuning in the last class, AWR report in the last class with my B21 batch. So whatever examples we are discussing, maybe here I wrote my own words. There may be some grammatical mistake is possible, right? I take an example, but I make sure that you all will understand the thing. You all able to answer the scenario because see in interview, 40% questions coming from the base concept, and that is 0 or 1. If you answer any wrong answer on basic concept, you are not selected for sure. Concepts is always correct. You must answer the question conceptually very correct. Second, how to write SQL. I will make sure they all able to write any type of SQL. You don't have to worry about it. I will definitely make sure you all will be comfortable in writing SQLs. This is my 23rd batch, right? So you all can see the feedback in the group, what the group I'm sending the feedbacks from the people who go and learn. And even after your job, if you think any help in your project when you're working, and if you think that, okay, let's ask somebody, maybe Vishal can help, or maybe somebody else can help. Anybody can ask me anytime. Yeah, maybe time crunch is there. Suppose you thought that Vishal can come right now. Maybe I cannot come. But yes, we'll definitely schedule a time and we'll meet accordingly. Okay, so let's start this first. I'm going to start the concept, and you don't have to note down anything. Whatever I'm discussing, the screen will be captured, right? Just like you can see this here. You all can see this sequence, multiple function, pipeline function. Whatever I'm discussing, all screen will be captured, and I will send you the notes. You just have to read my notes. That's it. You just have to read my notes. It's a total handwritten notes, not proper English. Just like you can see this here for trigger, I'm explaining types of trigger, this trigger is trigger advisable, this question, what the question are coming. Maybe notes are like this. This is what exactly the notes called, right? If there's no proper language will be written there, but that notes will be more than enough. More than enough. Only these notes were the notes I given to you. See, from the batch 22, we already given 53, 54 notes because 54 classes done for them. Performance tuning going on that batch. So they just have 2 more weeks for that batch. So each topic will be there. Pragma transaction. You can see that with example. What example you have to give in the interview? Very small example you have to give an interview. We have a big example for your understanding purpose, but for interview, you just give a very small example to make your concept clear. We discuss in both the scenario, how to answer, the concept, how it is working, right? So this is what we are going to give everywhere to everyone to see the notes. Okay, let's start. I'm going to start. If anybody, any question before starting, you can ask me, right? That if you're expecting something, or you can think that Vishal, is it provided or not? Or do you have any question you can ask me in next 1 2 minutes? Then I will start. As I told you, my first 8 hours, my speed is fast because the concept is going on. After 8 hours, when we move to writing joins and writing queries, my speed will be slow. I will make sure they all will be understand the things. And for the joins, many times questions are coming. They give you two database and ask you two data set, how many inner join, how many left, how many right. All questions when you start discussing, we'll go with very simple examples. The speed will be slow. Any answer you can give. Okay. Anybody, any question before I start? Anyone, any question before I start?
Are there any installation the SQL or PS SQL
Okay.
installation guide?
Okay. You're talking about installation on writing SQL. Okay.
Yeah.
Manjunath, you have any question? Manjunath, you raise your hand. Okay. Okay. So first of all, see, understand it here. To everyone, the most people get confused here in the most of the time that they want to install Oracle, right? Just to learn it. Install Oracle or install Oracle. Once, Angela, you have any question? Ask me that question. You can
Yes,
ask.
Vishal, I got a question. I have an interview coming up next week on PSQL.
Mhm.
So I don't know yet. I don't know if I'll go for it. We're just gonna have to wait and take all the classes, take all the basic concept from your class first before I go for it. I'm
Okay,
not sure
Angela, you
yet.
can do one thing. You are in US, right? So you have interview. You can ping me after the session 1 to 1. Okay. And
Okay.
anybody who has interview or they think they need my help, you can ping me 1 to 1 without hesitation. I have been a part of at least 1,000 interviews. So with full confidence, I'm saying you can ask the people. I am claiming 95% of the questions, but the people who are taking my class, they are claiming 100% questions are coming exactly same, Vishal, what you discuss in the class,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, Pratap, you have any question?
Yes, Vishal, I have a question. Okay, going forward, right, everything is moved to cloud. How
Mhm.
it's, yeah, means you know, right, means most of the technologies is more, they're going to install, means they're going to put image in cloud side. How
Mhm.
it be
How it?
scale? How it means, how it perform in cloud side?
See, when you move to cloud side nowadays, the companies like mostly people go to AWS or Azure, right?
Yeah,
So the cloud have that's why the 19C now market we have 21C. C means cloud. So they are moving our database to cloud, right? They are managing all the space. We are not have in-premises database. We don't have to make servers and all. So they are managing for all these things, right? So from your perspective of your learning concept, there will be no change. There will be no change. So everything will exactly same. The new concepts are coming which go to add on to this, but there nothing should be changed. Okay, for you. When you go for any company, you don't have to install anything. See, actual learning, nobody can teach you, neither Udemy, nor any YouTube, nor me. No, nobody can teach you. Actual learning, you are going when you actually join a project and try to learn there. Then your actual learning comes from there, right? So you all have to focus how to gain more knowledge to go into a company to real time project work. I will give you so much scenario. I will try to teach you so much scenario. I will try to teach you all the concepts. I will try to make you so confident that you can go and crack the interview. All people cracking the interviews. The people who are new to in IT, they all crack the interviews. You all can see my message in the group. I took the screenshot I'm sending to everyone. But knowledge you are getting when you go into the project and try to work there. So focus how to go. So Harsa asked a question few minutes before how to install. I am again telling everyone, don't waste your time, right? I will send you videos how to install, right? I send you videos how to install Oracle and all, but I'm again telling you, no need to waste your time. I'm sending a link to everyone. See, I'm writing here. You can see my screen. Everybody can go and live here, live SQL, Oracle. I will send this link to everyone. Don't have to worry about it. You don't need to install any database. When you write on Google Live SQL Oracle, Oracle Live SQL comes here. It's already installed. You can go to sign in, right? Because I already created my username password. You don't have Oracle account, just click on this create account button. I will send this step to everyone. Don't worry. You don't have to install anything. And that is the latest version of Oracle is here. You don't have to install anything. A new page will be open and just a one-line page. Just a one-line page. Your email address, your password, retype password, you can write it here. Job title, you can write anything. Company name, you can write anything. That everything will work. You don't have to very specific what job title is, what company name is, what address is. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry. What you have to do? Simple go.
Sorry.
Right here, username and password, sign in. When username and password is prepared and sign in, your live SQL is here. Start coding. When you write start coding, your live SQL is coming here. You don't have to worry about, no need to install anything. Everything is here. Everything is here. And you can go and you can write your queries. So for you are learning here how to work on database. What is the concept? How to write SQL? What is the DB concept? What is performance tuning? What is procedure? What is function? What is exception? What is view? What is materialized view? You don't have to learn and you have to focus how to install. I will send the videos, right? I also follow YouTube videos. I will send the YouTube videos from which I follow and I install. You can install as well if you need it. But again, I'm saying there is no need to do that. You just had internet connection. You go here, you write your query here. I'm writing, for example, select star from dual. Your query working perfectly fine. Your database is working. And this database is select star from V dollar version. I want to show you to everyone the latest version. Latest version of database is here. Oracle 19C enterprise performance here. You can write all your, we have 21C launch in the market, but 19C is here. You can write all the queries. No need to worry about it. So you don't have to waste our time, right? How to install it. Arsa, are you getting my point? Again?
Yeah, I got your point. So, are you going to cover MS SQL as well, or is it dedicated to only Oracle?
Okay, let me tell you again. When you go to the market, okay, and my first session is something like that, but that's okay. When you go to the market and show your resume, I will help you in resume also, right? When you show your resume, you never say that I am an Oracle developer, I am a MS SQL developer, I am a MySQL developer. They all are RDBMS. Just like suppose I go to buy a shoes, I can go for Adidas, I can go for Nike, I can go for Puma. They all are end of the day shoes. Same database is database, RDBMS, relational database management system. Concepts are all same. Queries writing all same. There are very small changes comes, very small, right? Either you are working on MySQL, MS SQL, Oracle, Teradata, Informix, Sybase, MariaDB, right? PostgreSQL, all the database. The concepts are exact same. Little bit differences definitely there in all things, which we will cover, but mostly I focus on Oracle because I have installed Oracle on this machine and I have this live SQL examples. So mostly I focus on Oracle and PL SQL. But yes, when you go for interview, never say in your resume always, in your resume can never say that I am working on Microsoft SQL developer or working on MySQL or working on Teradata or working on Oracle. You are a database developer. Suppose we go for a job, right? And you can say to your employer that I know this one thing. So he will definitely give you less salary rather than if you show in your profile that I know all the things what is working on. So it's all our RDBMS, relational database management system. So they all work same, behave same. All RDBMS are same. Concepts never change. So our first 8-hour session, when you focus on concept, we will go through all the concepts which relate to everything. Writing SQL everywhere same. Everywhere same. So there is no such difference. And I will show you also how to crack interviews when you're giving interviews or you are going to show your profile that what are you doing? You are a database developer. You are not Oracle developer. You are not MS SQL developer. You are not MySQL. You are not PostgreSQL. You are a database developer. So focus on your side as a database person. Okay, Akshay, you have a question before I start?
Yes, sir. Sir, some interview asking for are you aware about Oracle Power Migration?
Oracle Forms.
The different from yeah.
So Akshay, your voice is not clear, but I understand you are talking about Oracle Forms.
Yeah, they're asking about Oracle. You are aware about Oracle Form I report. That question they asked.
Oracle forms and reports are very old technology. Actually, I worked in 2004. Now, still few companies working, but they are now moved to Oracle apps. They are using this Oracle form. Now, I'm not considering your Oracle forms and reports, but if you know Oracle PL SQL, in every Oracle forms and report, the background is Oracle PL SQL. You can go click on the button because Oracle forms and reports is what? The front end. Just like we are creating the front end in Java, we are creating front end in .NET. Oracle forms and reports is the front end of Oracle. When you click any button, you can click that in the coding done in PL SQL itself. So all are PL SQL. I'm not touching forms and reports specifically because of front end. I'm just teaching only back end thing. Okay. Okay, so let's start today. After the session, I sent the notes. You all can ask me the question one-to-one, no problem at all. In the group, no problem at all. We can go ahead. We are starting our first session from scratch, right? Let's start. First, I'm talking about how to create your account, where to write practice. I told you, you don't have to write anything. You just have to go in livesql.oracle.com. Go here, make a sign in with your username password. How to create your username password? I will send you everybody this link, right? How to go, how to create. By this link, you are able to create your own username password. It maximum take 1 minute. You don't have to waste our time in downloading Oracle, installing SQL plus SQL Developer, any tool. If you have, that's okay. If you don't have, please don't waste time. Because focus on constructive way. You don't need to learn how to download, how to install. You learn what is the concept. When we talk about database, right, everyone understand it here. I'm starting the first session. This is the first session. When we're talking about database means database means where the data resides. Where the data, what is data? Data means, just like suppose take an example. We have clothes in our home, right? When we're talking about we have clothes in our home, it means what we have some almiras. Everybody has almira or cupboard, you can say, in our home, right? So suppose I have one cupboard in my home. That cupboard is suppose my cupboard. I put my clothes here. I have one cupboard for my wife. She put her clothes here, right? One cupboard is for my kids. They put their clothes here. There is some clothes. Same like database is what? Database are data, means clothes, where we put in the cupboard, almira, in the tables. So what is tables? Tables are something which store the data. How can you see the data? The tables are something which can see the data. There is how data resides. Database is where the data resides in the table. The very base concept, you don't have to worry about it. So database means a place where we have my data resides. Where data reside? Into the table. Same like, just like we have almira or cupboard in our home and we are put our clothes there in a managed way. In the same like we are putting data. But there are many types of cupboard or something which can store in our home. For example, tables. I'm talking about the word table. Okay. See example. I'm talking about the word table. In our home, suppose we have a dining table. Right? This looks like this. We may have a breakfast table, which may like this. We may have a coffee table, which looks like this. We may have a study table, which may be something like this. Right? Something different types of tables we have at our home. Right? In that tables, we put our stuff. Right? Like suppose dining table, we are eating food. Right? Breakfast table, we are just doing breakfast. Study table, we have a laptop. Right? This is our coffee table. We just have some snacks here and coffee. Same thing. In the database, we have tables, different types of tables. The first question in the interview. How many types of tables in the database? Basically 4 types of table. First is called heap organized table. Heap organized. Second is called index organized. Third is called external table. And fourth is called temporary table. These 4 types of tables in our database. One of the most common questions in the interview they are coming in, what is the difference between heap organized and index organized? Right? Okay, let me repeat one more time to all of you. This is the first session. I'm not going to take any random topics, right? Because I'm not a trainer, I'm repeating you again. I'm not going to make any random topics to make impression that's okay. See how good I'm in procedure and function, how good I am in performance tuning, how good I am in exception handling. And I will try to tell the same thing to all of you. When you will start preparing for interview, start from scratch. First session, what is table? Start from there and then go to the performance tuning. When you start from scratch, you make a concept how to answer. You took my classes, you go and learn from Udemy, or you can learn from YouTube, or you can do your self learning. Whatever you want, you can do. But focus to start from scratch. That only helpful. Otherwise, it will not. Right? From my side, you don't have to worry about anything to note it down. Just listen. Just like you can see here, the notes. You can see for B22 batch notes. In the same time, each and every topic, whatever I am discussing, I will send you all the notes in the same session we are discussing. So don't worry, no need to note down anything, just listen. I can guarantee for it. Only my sessions and my class are more than enough for you to crack any interview, to learn all the concept of database. Okay, so let's start. There are 4 types of tables, as I said: heap organized table, index organized table, external table, and temporary table. What is heap organized table? Heap organized table means, suppose for example, take an example. Suppose for example, in my house, I have a dining table here, right, in my hall. Dining table is used for what? Dining table is used for eating food, right? But suppose I put my car keys here. My wife came from somewhere, she put her wallet here. My kids comes, they can put their books here. Or something, whatever I can find extra, I just put on my dining table. So many stuff come to my dining table just to put it here. Whoever come from anywhere, okay, I got a new document, just put it here. And then a letter come from the postman, I put here on the dining table. The dining table is a place which I put whatever coming, I just go and put it here. Random. Heap organized. Heap organized means a simple random normal table. Whenever any data come, it insert a new row. So by default, all tables are heap organized table. Heap organized by default. It means Oracle insert a new row whenever you get a new data. Every new row inserted every time. That is called heap organized table. A new row will be inserted every time. This is what heap organized. I'm telling you one of the most important question here. In everyday session, for each topic when we discuss the topic first, then we discuss all the possible question on that topic. All permutation combination of question. You cannot get any question other than what we discuss. I'm claiming again more than 95%. This is my claim. The people who go for interview after my class, they claim 100%, but I'm still claiming 95% of all the questions coming. Okay. Heap organized means random data. Normal tables, by default, every table is a heap organized table. So whenever a new row is coming, new data is coming, every new data insert as a new row. Every new data insert as a new row is a heap organized table. I hope you all understand it. Just like I gave an example of dining table. Whenever came from outside, whatever in their hand, they just put on dining table or just put on the breakfast table. Okay, this table is a multi-purpose table. I come from the books. My kids come from the tuition classes. They put their books here on the dining table. Because the dining table is a place where I can put everything, whatever I want. The people are doing this in normal, very general scenario. Okay, so what is this? This means whenever a new data is coming, a new row inserted, heap organized table, this is called, right? But the negative part is this. The positive part is what? For inserting data, I don't have to worry about where to put the stuff. In the dining table, it's a 6-foot table. Whatever I want, I can put it here. I don't have to worry to insert data. But the problem is, you know what? Suppose I want to search my car keys. I have to go out. Okay. So I have to search my car keys. Find out where is the car keys. So, okay, you put on the dining table. So when I go to the dining table, I see there are so many stuff. I have to find out, here is the book, here is the bag, here is my, suppose food, or here is some other stuff. Okay, here is the keys. It took me time to find out where is my keys. The negative part of heap organized table is searching data is taking time. In the normal table, that's why our query is taking long time to run, because heap organized table, you have to create index. We'll learn about all indexing and everything. I'm talking about table. If I use any index in the such word, so just think it's just for supporting purpose. Index and all we will learn in a particular topic when I discuss index. We'll discuss about 2 hours when I discuss about index. But today I'm discussing only table. So think about it here. The table is stuff. I hope you all getting my point. If anybody any question you can ask. Heap organized means that inserting data has no problem. But for searching the data from here, it can take a time because random data inserted here. Suppose in this particular dining table, so much stuff. I have to find a car key. I have to find out whether there are toys are here, books are here, wallet is here, envelopes are here, right? So many things in this thing. Okay, here is the key. Are you getting my point, everyone? Any doubt, anybody in this example? Anybody, any doubt in this example? Anyone? Arul, Avida, Bito, Deepak, Girish,
No, sir,
Harsha,
it's fine.
right? Understand, right? So this is called the concept of
No, sir.
organized. Okay. Whenever I talk about index organized table, index organized table means what? Name is saying index organized. Something will be organized by index. We cannot create a normal table. When we create a table, it must be comes with a organized way. It must be comes with a organized way. That sorry, one second. Someone is calling. Give me 1 second, please. Just give me 30 seconds. Sorry, someone calling. Okay, sorry. Index organized table means index organized table is a type of a table which store data in an organized way. For example, the same example, suppose I have this table, my dining table, I make an organized way. If any books are coming, put in left hand side of my table. If any envelope or any important office stuff, put it here. Right? So I'm giving an example. Suppose you want to be your wallet, your goggles, your keys, put in this side. So I have organized something. Suppose I have to find out where are keys. I can go to this side of my table. Okay, here is the keys. I want to find out envelope or letters. Letters I am putting here. So something is organized way, that is called index organized table. Index organized table is normally must contain an index on a primary key. If I don't have it, because we need something to search. Where is all the red color? Where is all the blue color? Where is all the green color? Something must be organized. For example, let's see this here. I'm creating a table. Suppose normal table. Create table. I will discuss about all these things. Don't worry. When I'm creating a table, create table test. Table name. I'm writing it here. For example, ID, number. I will discuss about all this thing as well. But I'm just giving example. ID, number. Okay, name. Varchar to 20. Or take this example. Don't worry. I'm let me give this example here itself on this. And create table test. My table created. This table is a normal table, heap organized. When I create the same table in an index organized way, how to create index organized table? I'm writing suppose create table locations. For example, I'm writing here ID, number. Suppose description. What is this varchar to? What is this number? All I will discuss in few minutes. I'm giving an example of how to create index organized. So these all works. What is this varchar to? What is this 10? Why it is writing? Why it is number? That all I will discuss. I will considering that you don't know anything. Okay, this is how I will start. First 8 hours may be a little bit boring for few people, but definitely not. When I discuss, you can join tomorrow class when I discuss about delete and truncate and all. You all can see you learn a lot. What is high watermark? How things are getting deleted. When we run delete, what happened exactly? One of the very common question in the interview, difference between delete and truncate. And everybody knows that they know the answer, but you are doing a lot of mistake, right? So I'm giving you all. Description, suppose I write here, any column, suppose I write here, map, make it number, any column. And suppose I write it here, in the last I write here, organization, index. Organization index. This is the keyword I have to mention when I'm creating any index organized table. But see, when I create this, it will give me error. Because any index organized table cannot be created without a primary key. I'm writing here, suppose primary key. I create a primary key. When I create a primary, I will discuss about what is primary key, what is created, why index created, that all I will discuss. By default, an index will be created, and then I'm able to create a organized index table. This example is just to focus how to create a normal heap organized table, how to create an index organized table. And that question is the most common question in the interview, difference between heap organized and index organized. Index organized table must specify a primary key, use the organization index as a keyword. We have to do this. Then only we can create organized index. Difference between both is what? This interview question. Difference between both is what? Heap organized table is a normal table. It is not organized. Data is not sorted. In case of organized index table, data is sorted on the primary key. Whenever we insert any data, data is already sorted in the table. Sorted means arranged in a particular way, like ID1, then 2, then 3. Suppose I'm writing here, select star from test. If my test table contains 100 data, for example, the data is coming in a random way. ID1, then maybe ID10, then maybe ID50, then maybe ID60, random data is coming. But if it is organized index location, I don't have to make it order by column. Data is already sorted. That is called the concept of organized index. Advantage of organized index is what? Data is sorted. Test table means heap organized table, data is not sorted. Benefit is what? In heap organized table, insertion is faster. But searching data, fetching data is take time. Index organized table, insertion may take time. Why? Because I told I have to put the key. I cannot random put key here. I have to find where is the key. It took me 2 seconds to go here and put the key here in this direction. So inserting data can take time, but fetching data can be faster. Suppose I have to search the key. Here it will take a lot of time. Where is the key? Here I don't have to take a time. I directly go here. I know here is the key. Searching data is faster. Disadvantage of using index organized table is not good every time. Disadvantage is what? We must specify a primary key. You cannot create any other index on this particular table. There are many, we discuss about index and all. I can come back on this topic when I discuss about index. So we're talking about here the concept of keys, the concept of tables. Tables store data, just like our cupboard in our home. We are putting clothes. 4 types: heap organized, index organized, external, and temporary. External table means we are creating a files out of database, maybe suppose Excel file, and we can use as a table. We'll discussing what an external table. That is called external table out of the database memory. Temporary table is a concept of global and private temporary table. I will discuss about that concept more detail. But understand that temporary table means that tables which are temporary, which don't store data permanently, just like here. Suppose I can put some table here, right, for a particular function. When my function is done, I can fold the table and set it aside. So temporary table means which cannot store data permanently. It's a temporary, name is temporary, simple. This is called temporary tables. One question coming here, you all have to understand difference between index organized and heap organized. That question comes. Now let's discuss about one topic, very easy topic here, and there is very important question coming in interview, right? First, let's understand it. What are the types of SQL statements? Then I'm coming to the database. Very important question here. In every topic, when we discuss, we go to the concept-wise question as well. When talking how type of SQL statement, there are many type of SQL statement. You don't have to learn much about, because you are going, see, you are not going to write this in an exam. What the answers you are giving in the interview, against your answer, you are giving money. You are getting money. You are not getting numbers. Okay, that some person give a very good answer, so that will get 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Somebody will get 5 out of 5. Somebody will get 3 out of 5. You are not getting numbers. You are getting money against your answer. So only learn what is needed. Focus on right direction. Right? I can help you. Whatever you need, you can ask my feedback to the people. Right? I am helping you through my experience. I'm not a trainer. So I'm telling you again, focus what needed. From wherever you learn, start from scratch. Type of SQL statement. Basically, we learn about 3 types: DDL, DML, and TCL. Data definition language, data manipulation language, and transaction control language. We don't have to worry about any other things. We are not here for PhD. We are here to learn concept. These 3 we have to focus. I want within 2.5 and 3 months, from today to table, you all able to answer even performance tuning. Each and every question, each and every topic, procedure, function, ref cursor, packages, right? Triggers, exception handling, all you have to answer. And you have to understand the concept as well. We will write in front of you. We will teach you how to writing all these things. Okay. DDL means what? Data definition language, data manipulation language, transaction control language. Focus on this one first, data manipulation. Remember these 3 keywords: insert, update, and delete. Insert, update, and delete. These 3 are data manipulation language, which manipulate the data. change the data. Insert will change the data in your table. Update will change the data. Delete will change the data. This is called data manipulation language. Other than this, mostly whatever command you can see, they all are data definition language, like create, alter, truncate, drop. These all are data definition language. Truncate table, table name. And remember, always DDL comes with a keyword like truncate table, table name. Create index, index name. The keyword is coming table, index, sequence. Create sequence, sequence name. Alter sequence, sequence name. What again? Drop table, table name. Drop index, index name. Alter table, table name. So wherever your keyword is coming, the table, index, sequence, whatever you're doing, your keyword is coming. DDL. DML only insert, update, delete. TCL is, you can focus on TCL is commit, rollback, and save point. Commit, rollback, and save point. Every DML statement, remember this line, every DML statement must be followed by commit or rollback. Any data can be inserted or updated or deleted is permanently saved into system if I write commit. Then only permanent save. Rollback means reverted back. Save point means temporarily save for a transaction to a particular point. For example, let's see this here. I'm getting a table in front of you. Suppose I create this table, create table test. This table I created a few minutes before. Table test created. Okay. Suppose I want to insert data. I will learn about what is insert. Insert into test values. This is what the insert syntax. I will discuss on that syntax as well. I'm talking about DDL and DML. ID suppose writing 1. Name suppose I'm writing Vishal. I run this command. 1 row inserted. If I write it here, select star from test. Right here, select star from test. I can see my data inserted. But if I make it rollback means reverted back. The data will be gone. Rollback complete, the data will be gone. I go for select star from test, there is no data into the system. Data reverted back. This is a question coming from people less than 2 year experience, right? They're asking question that there are 2 users, user A and user B. The scenario-based question they're asking for the people less than 2 year experience. In user A inserted 1000 records into employee table, 1000 record into employee table, but table B cannot see the data. Why? The table A and B both have access to the employee table, right? Table A inserted 1000 record, but user A inserted 1000 record into employee table, but user B is not able to see the data. What is the reason? The reason is not able to see the data is because 1000 record inserted. Insert means DML. DML must followed by commit command. If I want to permanent save, you have to write commit. Or you want to revert back, you have to write rollback command. Commit or rollback you have to write. Here you write rollback. Or you haven't write commit yet. Means data only he can see. In his session only. When the session gone, data gone. If he wants data to permanent save into the system, he has to insert the data and then after he has to write commit. If he write commit, data permanently save into the system. Select star from test. And once something is committed, you cannot roll back. Now if I try to write a rollback command, it will show rollback complete, but data is not gone. Data is still into the system. One Vishal, you all can see that. Data is still into the system. So this is what is called a concept of commit and rollback. DDL and DML means very simple. Sometimes this question come for 1 year, 2 year experience, but let me explain. I will give all in the notes, don't worry. DDL stands for data definition language. DML stands for data manipulation language. DDL used to create, alter, change the definition, but DML change the data. That's why DML comes. DDL is auto commit. Remember the one line is very important line. DDL is auto commit. Means data permanently committed. For example, this. When I create the table, I don't have to fire commit command. It's permanently saved into the system. But any insert, update, delete, I have to fire commit if I want to permanent save. But create is permanent save, alter is permanent save, drop is permanent save, truncate is permanent save. What is this command? We'll discuss all this, drop, truncate, everything I will discuss. But these are permanent save into the system, right? DDL is auto commit. One of the most common question coming here into the interview. Everyone, listen this question. Interviewer asked this question asked yesterday to one of the candidate in the interview, right? Let me discuss scenario here. Interviewer asked a question. Question number 1. I create a table. I create a table and insert, suppose 10 records. Step number 2, after that, he can fire any DDL command. Suppose I can say that I create index. And number 3, I did rollback. Let's see, let me create a table in front of you, then you can see. Let me create a table. Create table A. Okay, create table A. Suppose I'm writing ID as a number column. Table A created. I want to insert data. See here, insert into A values. I'm writing here 1. Let's insert few records here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I inserted 4 records into the system. 1 row inserted, 1 row inserted, 1. If I go here, select star from A. Some people call it star, some people call it all. Everything you can say. Select star from A, it will show me all the data. If I did it rollback, for example here, rollback. See, I just inserted the data, I haven't commit. So when I make a rollback, the all data will be reverted back. I go to select star from A, there is no data into the system, right? Understand it here? No data. If I write hit commit, data permanently saved. Now see the interview question. Interviewer asking, I insert few records. I already can see this. Select star from A, there is no data into the table. Interviewer is saying, I have a table, I inserted few records. After that, I will create an index. Suppose some other table. Forget about table. I have another table, table B. Table B. User create an index. Create index. I will discuss about index. Don't worry how to creating index. I'll discuss about topic. Just understand there is an index created. Create index, index name. This is what index creation is. I will discuss about all these things. You just understand it. There is a create command is coming. Index created. Interviewer can ask you index created, sequence created, table altered, drop table, truncate table, any word he can use, right? Index created. And the question is, suppose he index created. Index created. And then after what I did, I can go and I will go and roll back. How many record in the table? Very important question. This question asks study for a 10-year experience person. I have a table. The table is empty. 0 record. I inserted 4 records into the table. 4 records into the table. After that, I will create an index. Interviewer can ask you anything. I can create index and I will alter a table, or I drop a table, or I truncate a table. Any DDL command. Interviewer did. DDL means, just understand what is not insert, update, delete. It means DDL. Just understand like this. It's easy way. So index is data index created. Then I roll back. So how many record in the table? Who can guess the answer? How many record in the table? This is a very common question. Like if you find this question you can find on the internet. Right? It's a very common question.
4.
All records.
Right? Because when we create the index, whenever we create the index, create means DDL. DDL is the capability that DDL is auto commit. DDL first fire commit. So once something is committed, cannot roll back. Even I make a rollback, but there is no impact of this rollback because when I fire this create command, data already inserted into the system. Data already inserted into the system. So sometimes interviewer know what interviewer do like this. They will create a begin end. Hence a block. I will discuss about what begin end is. Okay, begin end. After suppose 2 commands, suppose inserting 1, 2, and suppose here they can write in execute immediate What is execute immediate? All I will discuss. I'm telling you the question, the same question asked yesterday to the interview. I'm just replicating the same question. Create index, IDX underscore. So one block interval tells that I am executing this one block. If you are executing this one block, how many record into the system? My table already contains 4 records. Already contains 4 records. This record is go inside. This record will go inside. Then after I write an create index command. Create index means a DDL command. This can be create index, that can be alter table, that can be drop, that can be truncate. But once this DDL is fired, this both command will be committed into the system. But after that, there is 2 insert is there. But that insert is not committed, rollback. So these 2 record will be rolled back, these 2 record will be inserted. I go to the table, I can see I have 6 records into the table. Anybody, any doubt till here?
No, Vishal. It's clear.
This question is very common. Almost everyone knows this answer. So you know what happened? Interview will make a trick. Interview will say, okay, people are answering, sir, this is DDL is fire. So DDL is auto commit. So because DDL is auto commit, because of DDL auto commit, this all record will be, what you can say? This all record will be committed into the system. Interview will say, okay, you are right. Suppose my DDL fail. Suppose my DDL fail, then what happened? Let me try to show you here. Suppose I'm inserting record number 6, record number 7, record number 8, record number 9. My table contains 6 records, you all can see. I'm running this and you can see this my DDL fail. This give error. Name is already used by an existing object name. Error, DDL fail. Now what happened? Interpret is the question. Because 90% of the public give the correct answer of the first question, that yes, because the DDL is auto commit, it will committed the record into the system. So because DDL record committed, interval say, okay, suppose my DDL fail. It gives error here. You all can see.
Yeah, 6 and 7 will not store.
Okay, 6 and 7 is stored into the system.
No, not
Understand the answer. I'm telling you, just give 2 minutes. Let's see the data first. 6 and 7 is here. Okay. If your DDL fail, understand this. That is why this question comes in interview, to understand your concept. This question is, this question is the concept of DDL and DML. This question is nothing related to index. This question is nothing related to what is happening to base make concept. No, this question is all on DDL and DML. What is the concept of DDL? The concept of DDL is auto commit. Once DDL fire, the DDL is committed everything. Once this statement executed, right? This is fail what? Name is already used by an existing. There is no syntax error. You have to tell interviewer, sir, my index is whenever my DDL fire, what the error is coming? You are saying the DDL fail. What if there is no syntax error? Remember this. If there is no syntax error, so database consider this is a DDL. You can see the error. Databases say that your DDL is correct, but I cannot create the index because this index already present into the system. There is no syntax issue. If there is no syntax issue, it means the DDL fired. If DDL fire, it is auto commit. These 2 records will be committed into the system. But suppose, let's me, I'm inserting here 8 and 9, 11, suppose 12. Suppose my DDL fail because of syntax. Let's see, there is a syntax error. You can say my table contains 8 record. Now if my DDL fail, again DDL fail, missing on keyword. Now this DDL is not run. 8 and 9 is not inserted into the system. Getting my point? This is the twist in the question. Interviewers are very smart. These questions are very common. Nowadays, there are so many YouTube videos. There are so many websites. And I'm telling you again, websites, when we learn about concept in the next classes, primary key, foreign keys, and how delete truncate work, then you can see that I will show you so many websites. I will open in front of you on the Google. 90% websites are wrong, giving you wrong answers. And sometimes what happened? We all are thinking after giving interviews that I gave correct answer. I don't know why interviewer not select me. Maybe he has some setting. That's why he's not selected me. Actually, you know why you're not selected? Because you give wrong answers. You actually gave answers from Google, but 90% of the times answers are wrong. I will show you in next 1 or 2 classes when we learn about all the basic concept. You can say this question. Interviewer make a twist and say, okay, suppose my DDL fail. Then what happened? If your DDL fail and that DDL does not fail because of syntax issue, then still it considered as a DDL and it will do their primary function. DDL primary function is what? It will be auto commit. It will run the commit first. These data will be committed into the system. But if my DDL fail because of syntax error, means not considered as a DDL, then what happened? Then it will be, then what happened? Then it will not commit into the system because it's not considered as a DDL. Create index, this is a syntax issue. It is not a DDL. So it will not commit into the system. Understand any question anybody till now? Everybody is good? Yes.
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Sir.
yes.
Can you explain once again? Yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, no issue. I'm explaining one more time. The concept of DDL and DML is DDL is auto commit, data definition language, auto commit. The property of DDL is DML is what? DML means insert, update, delete. That is DML. Simple. One line definition. See, I don't want you to go and write in exam and find 5 out of 5. I want you to give answers in the interview and make your salary. Let's focus on that direction. Only learn those things which actually needed, right? Insert, update, delete is a DML command. Other than that, mostly just think about it. Create, alter, modify, truncate, drop. These all are DDL commands. And DDL are auto commit. Auto commit means once the DDL write or you wrote a DDL, you no need to fire a commit command. Data permanently saved into the system. Like creating a table, save. You cannot roll back. Alter a table, save. You cannot roll back. Roll back means what? Reverted back. Something which can be reverted back, right? So if I want my data to be permanently saved into the system, I want to fire commit command. Otherwise, I have to write rollback command, right? Once we're talking about DML, data manipulation language, insert, update, delete, that will be always completed by commit or rollback. Commit means permanent save, rollback means reverted back. Once something is committed, you cannot roll back. It means if you write a commit command, the rollback will no impact at all. Interview question is here. Interview question is that I write a command, for example, let's.
In MSS also same concept?
Yes, everywhere same concept. Concept is same. Once committed means committed. Concept never change. Concept never change. Simple thing. I'm telling you again. There's always and any new feature is coming. The old feature is always there. For example, suppose there is a new iPhone 14 launch into the market. Okay, iPhone 14 launch into the market. Suppose I have iPhone 5 or iPhone 6. Whatever the pictures I took in iPhone 6, what are the videos I made in iPhone 6? They all videos are definitely work in iPhone 14 because backward compatibility is always there. Because the concept of pixel will never change. Maybe you can enhance functionality, that's okay. But whatever code was written with the previous, right, the concept never change. So RDBMS means relational database management system. This concept is everywhere. When something is committed means committed. When something is rollback means rollback. And once something is committed, you cannot roll back. Interview question is, I write to insert statements, right? And then I write a DDL command. DDL can be, he can say, just like yesterday he told that I have write a alter table. I write a create index, alter table, drop table, truncate table. See, anything interviewer can ask. Basically what he did, he basically fired a DDL statement. So property of DDL is it will be committed. This question is very common. 90% public answer this. So interviewer make a twist. You can say, okay, suppose my DDL fail. Then if your DDL fail, not because of syntax issue, then there is no syntax problem. DDL fail because of any other issue, maybe that table name already created or alter already created, something like that, column already there, no syntax issue, then it considered as a DDL and data committed. But if it is failed because of DDL issue, just like here, DDL data is not committed into the system. because it's not considered as a DDL. If it is not considered as a DDL, the property will not work. Done, gone. This is the concept of DDL. Let's go to another concept that is called data type. Let's see, there are so many questions coming on this concept. Right? Every day in the class we learn so many questions. We go topic by topic. I'm not going random. This is the first class. I can make an impression by going maybe procedure, function, package. But you know what happened? You all will memorize that answer. I don't want you to memorize. I want you to understand and learn. Right? The people who go from my classes, you can ask them into the group. They can answer any question because you have to focus on concept, not learning. I'm not telling you the PDF file and you can learn from there. And whatever I'm discussing, you'll get the notes, don't worry. Let's talk about data types. Data type means what? Which type of data? Data type, what type of data I'm storing? For example, let me create a table. CREATE, create table name. This is how I'm creating a table. Create table name. Open a bracket. I'm writing here in this table, I am storing employee ID. I'm writing suppose number. What is number? I'm storing, giving 1 minute. Employee ID. I'm writing employee name. That is again varchar 2. For example, take it 10. I can make age, that is number. I can make a sex, that is char. Suppose 4. I created a table. I will discuss about many questions here, right? Just like we discussed about the concept of DML and DDL. Let's see this question. This question is so many times asking this question, definition char and varchar. What the people get no need to memorize the answer. Try to understand what exactly it is. When you understand it, that's more better to answer. First, go with the basic thing again. Data type means what type of data? What type of data I'm storing? See, again, I'm telling many people who are experienced and they thought that these are the very easy things we shall going. But don't worry, every day you will learn something different. First 8 hours, maybe tomorrow session, if today is the table and all, but tomorrow session you can see there are so many new things for all of you. When we discuss about foreign keys and constraint classes next weekend, you can see so many different things coming for you. So concept, you have to focus. And once you know the concept, you can write anything, any PL SQL, any procedure, any function, any package, any triggers, you all can write. You know what happened in real-time scenario, in real-time project? 90% of the public work in support project. You know what is happening in this? A job is running, the job fail. Job fail and we have to find out why the job fail. Once the job fail, you can go to the log file and see the log, an error is coming, unique constraint violation. Parent key not found, null not inserted. 40% to 50% of the real-time everyday routine work is base concept. Every day. That's why in any interview, you this focus on the base concept. And if you know the base concept, learning procedure, function, trigger, exception, performance tuning, they all will be very easy to all of you. They all will be very easy if you just know the concept. So focus on concept a lot. The concept what we discussed, this concept what I discussed, this execute the create index concept, how data inserted, how data not inserted. This is a very important question. This question is what? DDL and DML. If you're not able to answer this question, you know means what? Means you don't know what is DDL and what is DML. You are not selected. Means if you want, I can write on a stamp paper. Does not matter how good you are answering performance tuning, how good you are answering procedure, function, package, but if you not answer DDL and DML, this question, what happened if this DDL fail? What happened if the DDL not fail? If you're not able to answer, it means you don't know what is DDL and DML and you are not selected for sure. So that's why people sometimes think, I gave all the correct answer. Actually, when you're not giving answer of the base concept, interviewer knows at that time itself that I'm not going to select you. See, interview is just 60 minutes interview maximum. Out of 60 minutes, first 5 minutes, tell me about yourself. Last 5 minutes, ask me questions. You just have 50 minutes to crack the interview. In this 50 minutes, you have to make an impression with the fantastic answers. How to answer. Focus on how to answer. What to answer is not important. What to answer is written on Google. You can go and see the Google, every answer is there. But how to answer, that make you confident that, okay, this person knows the concept. Suppose the question delete and truncate. I will discuss tomorrow. You can see I will take such a detailed analysis of delete and truncate and how to answer. Delete and truncate, you can go and write Google top 10 interview question. This question everywhere. And everybody giving the same answer. Sir, delete need rollback commit, truncate not read rollback commit, delete is a DML command, truncate is a DDL command, delete need where clause, truncate not need where clause. 100 out of 100 people give this answer. How will your answer make difference? And sometimes, you know what happened? Interviewer just asked this question randomly because he's thinking about some question he asked you. Now it's your responsibility to take that ball as a full toss ball in a cricket, right? I hope most of you are Indians, you know cricket. Take that ball as a full toss ball and convert in a maximum. You have to convert in a 6. If you just know how to answer. I will let you know tomorrow how to answer the questions. Okay. Let's say this here. Don't waste time. So data type, what type of data I'm storing? Number. Number means what? Number data type. Means any number I can store. Number means 0 to 9. Any combination of 0 to 9 can store here into, that is called number. Varchar2 means a string. Any string means alphabet. A, B, C, D comes. Like suppose I say my number is 50. Means it is a number format. My batch number is B50. It means a varchar because B is coming, alphabet. Anything, any string means alphabet. The string always save into the single quotes, right? There is a char column also. Char is also coming here. Now let's see, is a very good question coming in interview. Let's see this table created. I'm inserting some record into the table. Insert. See this interview question for all experience level. See this. Insert into employee values. I'm inserting data. So I'm inserting 1, any name, age, and suppose, sex, male. Data inserted into the system. 1 inserted. I can see that data inserted into the system. There is no problem at all, right? Again, let me see here the data. See select star from employee. I can see the data what I inserted, data into the table. I'm inserting data here, insert into employee. I'm inserting, suppose anything. In a number column, can I insert a string? Almost 100% people knows the answer. You cannot insert a string into number. Invalid number. Why this error is coming? Almost 100% people know the answer, but I'm just repeating it to all of you because we're discussing the concept. T is a coming into the single quotes means is a string. It's a varchar2. You cannot insert into a number column. This first number, you cannot string, it gives error. Okay, good. Can I insert? Suppose I'm writing 5. Can I insert a number into varchar column? Who can answer?
Yes, we can, because it's varchar. It's combination
Yes, we
of
can,
char
but
and
in single
numbers.
quote.
Okay. See,
But
we don't want to do any
we need in single quotes. I think.
data inserted into the system. Data inserted into the system, right? Means in varchar2 column, I can insert a number. Please mute yourself if not speaking. In varchar2 column, I can insert a number. In number column, I can insert varchar2. I'm writing a query where employee name is equal to 5. I'm writing this query. It gives me error. See this here. I got this error. In my employee table, I already have a 5 here, employee name. But when I run a query, employee name equal to 5 is not working. You know why? This is a constant question come in the interview. Can I insert a number into varchar? Understand this question. Can I insert a number into varchar? Answer is yes, sir. You can insert a number into varchar. But here is the trick. But once a number once you come to my family, you have to follow my custom. Remember what happened? We are mostly from the Indian society. What is happening? If somebody come to after marriage, people come to your family, right? You have to start following their custom. Or suppose you go to some other country to work, you have to follow their custom. So when you come to my family, you have to follow my custom. But when you come to my family, you become a character. If I run the same query using this, it will give me data. So once a yes, I can insert a number into varchar, but after that, database will consider that you are a character. Society, this is our society, right? Suppose what is happening? Take an example. Suppose there's intercaste marriage happens, right? When you come to the family, right? Normally what happens? The girls will change their surname. You come to my family, you have to follow my custom. Very simple. Simple concept. Or suppose the boys go to their family, the boys start following their surname. Simple concept. We go to some other country, we start following their custom. Okay, we cannot spit here. We cannot throw literal on the road because we are following their custom. Maybe I'm Indian, but when I'm living in US, I cannot throw anything on the road. In India, I do that because I know all the people do that and do that the same thing. So I can do as well. But here I cannot because I follow their custom. Same thing. You come to my family, you are a number, you wear a number, maybe it's okay. But when we come to my family, you have to follow my custom. This comes. So this is the answer. Yes, you can insert a number into varchar column, but once it inserted, database treat it as a character. Database will treat it as a string. The database will not treat as a number because this is data type. What type of data I'm storing? I'm storing varchar, means character column. There's a question coming into the difference between varchar and varchar2. I will discuss that one too in a few minutes. Let's see this here, for example. Suppose here, what I can say. Okay, let's talk about a character. And the data is coming here. There is a character and there is a varchar. What is the difference between char and varchar? First understand it here. Char and varchar2. Okay, let's insert few more records here. I inserted few more records into the table. Right? Let's see this here. Select staff from employee. I'm telling you the difference between char and varchar. See this data. Understand with example. No need to memorize anything. Right? There is a column. There is a function called length function. Right? Length function will give you length. For example, if I write here, select length of anything I can pass. I can pass Vishal from dual. It will give me what is the length of my name. It will give you 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 character. Anything I write here. Whatever I wrote, when I run this length function give you length of this. 34 character length. I put it here. It just give you length. I have tried to give an example of char and varchar. See this here. My table. I'm writing here EMP name, comma, length of EMP name, comma, sex, comma, length of sex. Employee table. Let's see this. I want to show you the difference between varchar and char. See this here. Everybody. This is a varchar2 10. This is character 4. This is what we created here. Varchar2 10, character 4. What is this 10? 10 is the capacity. The maximum capacity it can hold is 10 characters. Maximum. Right? Let's see this here. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Length is 7. Length is 1. Length is 2. But in case of character, here is only one length. But it take all 4, 4, 4. Whatever assigned. Character is a fixed length. You can see M is 1 character. Rest 3. You can see I'm correcting here. You can see the blue space. Rest 3 is padded with blank. It take 3 blank space and store here. It take 3 blank space and store here. It will not save any space. But in varchar2, it release the memory. It assign 10, but use only 7. You can see that not any extra space. 5 not in extra space. Only one rest 9 is released. Varchar2 is not taking all the space. And char is taking all the space. Take an example. I'm giving one more example. Let's see this here. Suppose I create table ABCD. Suppose for example ABCD. I'm writing name varchar2 20, comma active is suppose char 20. Both are 20 space. Right? But suppose I insert a record. Insert into ABCD values. Suppose name I can write is suppose ERT, any name. Active I'm writing suppose only one thing. Suppose 3. Only one thing I'm writing. Or active yes. Why? Select name, comma, length of name, comma, active, comma, length of active from ABCD, my table. See this what is happening? See everyone, this Y is just one character long, but it take 19 space with it and you utilize full 20. Like if you give me 20, I will not give anything return back. I will utilize all 20 space. That is character, fixed length. It will utilize all the space. And what this will do? Varchar. It assign maximum 20, but the maximum capacity. If you use only 3, only 3. Rest 70 is memory free. Char and varchar. Char is fixed length. You can see the example. When you see the example, you don't have to memorize anything. Make a concept. This is how it is working. Question sometimes people get confused. Difference between varchar and varchar2. Varchar, remember this answer. Varchar and varchar2, when I'm talking about varchar and varchar, there is no difference between varchar and varchar2. I'm telling you, most of the website giving you wrong information that varchar is used to store null value, varchar is using for null data, varchar2 not using null data. There is no difference at all. Varchar and varchar2, there is no difference in Oracle. It is advised that not to use varchar. Only varchar it is advised not to use. Suppose here, varchar also table created, but it is advised not to use varchar. Always use varchar2 because varchar is still in the development stage. We launched Oracle 21C in the market, but still varchar in the development stage. The company Oracle is still working to enhance the functionality of varchar to come with how to use in future, how to use a string in future with varchar. So there is no difference as a working in varchar2 right now, but advisable to use varchar2 every time. Advisable to use varchar2 every time because companies are still developing on the concept of varchar2. Understand this concept till here? And one more thing, I just want to tell you one more thing on this. Yes, number column. Number is what? Any number I can store. Number can come with, there is something is can call suppose number 10. It means this again the capacity, maximum 10 digit number is coming. Sometimes 10,2. What is 10,2 means? That is called precision and scale. 10 means maximum 10 value is coming. 2 means after decimal 2 values is coming. Like for example, let's see this here. I'm getting a table. Create table, suppose UZ. I just give an example. I'm writing ID number 5,2. What is 5,2 means? I am insert a ID column, that is a number data type. 5 is a precision, 2 is a scale. There's a very good interview question coming here. I'm discussing next 2 minutes. 5 is a precision, 2 is a scale. Means total 5 length data is coming. 2 records are coming after decimal points. 2 records are coming after decimal points. It means let's insert data. Insert into QAZ. Values. Suppose I'm writing here values. Any item writing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see this here. It gives value larger. 2 is fixed. One total 5. 2 is fixed after decimal. If I write here this like this, the data is inserted. Before decimal, only 3 data allowed. You cannot write more than this. Sorry. I'm writing here. That is okay. This is a precision scale. Interview question is not like this. They will not ask you this. What is interview question asking? Interview asking a question. There are 2 questions. Can I create a table with negative scale? Or second question, interviewer asking scenario based question. Interviewer say that in my table I have a salary column. or I have a suppose profit column, anything they can say. Suppose I have a profit column. And what I want, if anybody insert data, suppose anybody insert 1289, okay, I want is that when inserted, it automatically go to nearest 100, suppose 1300. Like user is inserting this, but database will take this. Suppose user is inserting 1004, but it go to nearest 1000. User is inserted 1485, it go to insert 1500. User is inserting 1432, it go to insert 1400. Nearest 100 will come. How to do that? Let me repeat the question. Question is, I have a table. My table contains any column, profit column, salary column, number column, marks column, anything. And I want whatever data user insert from the front end. Whatever data user insert from the front end, my system will took the nearest 100 or nearest 1000 or nearest 10th or nearest 10,000, anything. And I just give example of nearest 100. So how is it possible? So some people can think, sir, I will make a round function on that and this. You don't need to. This is a basic database. Once we create the table, you create the table with negative precision. When the table with negative, suppose -2. -2 means there's 2. Last two digit. Last two digit becomes 0. It make the data with nearest 100. For example, let's see this here. I'm getting a table. Negative precision. I'm inserting data. See here, insert into test 1. Values. Suppose I'm inserting 1208. Let's say this. I'm inserting 1208. I go here, select star from test 1. You can see the data into the table 1200. Nearest 100, -2. Nearest 100 is stored into the system. I inserted data, suppose 1389. I'm running this. I'm inserted 1389. Let me go to the table. It inserted 1409. Come on, there's something. Okay, 1400. You can see this nearest 100 go and insert in the table. This is the benefit of using negative scale. So sometimes interviewer can ask you, can I use a negative scale? But 99% question, they will make a scenario and ask a question like this. That I have a table, my table contains a column, whatever I want. Suppose I want to insert nearest 1000, just make it -3. 3 zeros, nearest 10, -1, nearest 10, nearest 10,000, -4, last 4 is 0. It make the data to nearest 100. This is the benefit of using negative scales question. Okay, anybody? Okay, sorry. Yes, Harsha, any question?
So when I specify negative index, right? So it will not take any decimal points after it, is it?
No. It will take the data to nearest. This is what the benefit of using negative scale. This is precision. This is scale.
Okay. When you're native, when you're giving native scale, so it is integer always. It will not have any.
Yes. It will no decimal. No.
Okay.
Now see this one more concept here, everyone. Right? We discuss a table, employee table, DSC employee. We just create human before an employee table, right? There is a very good question coming here into the interview. You all can see that. Today is all about the basic concept table and all. Tomorrow we move forward. You can see in this table when we created, in this table there is an employee name column. And that column is varchar to 10. What is this 10? 10 is the capacity. Capacity means what? We cannot store more than 10 records, any data which length more than 10. For example, if I go here and try to insert into employee values, suppose I want to insert record 3, like definitely more than 10, is 34, sex, female. I try to insert this data. This will give me error. Value too large for database is pure English. If you know English, you understand database a lot, what exactly it is happening. In real-time scenario, when we have to learn this error into the log tables, this is what you have to learn in English. It is written value too large for column. Which column? Employee table, employee name column. Actual 14 you are trying to insert, but maximum 10 is allowed. That's why it failed. So it is fail. So question is, what can we do? Can we increase? Yes, you can increase the size, you can decrease the size. Now there is a clue in the question. Can we increase and decrease? Yes, you can see this here. See this question here. I am trying to increase the size. Size is currently 10. It's very simple command, a straightforward command. I can go and write it here. Alter table. Alter means modify. Alter table, table name, employee. Nobody asks you this syntax. Don't worry. I'm giving a scenario question here, but understand I'm just modifying it. Alter table, table name. Modify my EMP name column. Varchar to suppose make it 20. You say currently it is 10. I table altered. I go to employee table. I can see it become 20. I can modify it anytime. Suppose then I go to insert this record. Record inserted at all. Now there is no issue. Data inserted. But can I increase? Can I decrease it as well? Suppose I can want to decrease it to 19. Let's see this here. It decreases. Means I can increase, I can decrease both. But the question come in the interview. Can you modify the size? What is the difference? Increasing is straightforward. There is no problem in increasing the size. But when we want to decrease the size, see this here. Just give me 1 second. Somebody at the door. I'm coming in 30 seconds. Oh, sorry. Thanks. So can we increase or decrease the size? Yes, we can. Increasing the size is straightforward. But once we try to decrease the size, let's see this here. What is happening? Database will always go and check each and every record in the table. Suppose my table contains 1 million record. 1 million means 10 lakhs record. If my table contains, if I try to increase the size, increase is straightforward. It increases the size right away. But when we try to decrease the size, database will go and check each and every record, all 1 million record, it will check that every record must satisfy these conditions. Here I'm trying to decrease the size, it's giving error. Cannot decrease column because some value is too big. It find one record that is more than this 10 characters. So because of that, it failed. But I cannot decrease the size. So decreasing size, increasing is straightforward, but size reduction, it will check each and every record of the database. It will be slow and time-taking process. Decreasing it slow and time-taking process. It always advisable in downtime. We cannot do that. Got it? Suppose questions is coming here. My table is this. Can we add a column? Or suppose I have a table. This is my table. Select star from employee. Select star from employee. I have a table. I want to store a column. Suppose I want to store address column. So my table contains millions of data. Interviewer asks you a question like this. I have a table. My table contains millions of record, right? And after that, my client he want to store one more column or one more information for the employee table. So what to do? Can I add a column in the runtime if my table contains millions of record? So what happened with the previous record? So see, yes, there's no question. And see, interview question is always comes with my table contains millions record, my table contains billions record. Okay, somebody ask, raise your hand. Deepak, okay, just give me 2 minutes. Some table can ask millions record, billions record. They can ask you so many questions like this, right? So what to do? Yes, I can add the column. There is no problem at all. But when I add the column, suppose alter table name, just I write here add. So I write here address column. I write address, right? Varchar 220. When I write here Varchar 220 address column, the new column will be added in the last. Remember this question? The new column will be added in the last, and by default null value, and there is no impact of the previous data. Previous data will be as it is. Let me go show here. It's a free database. Sometimes it's not running, so maybe you have to take 2-3 times. Maybe sometimes it's very rare, but yeah. So there is no impact of the previous data. What you have, data will be as it is. So interviewer say, okay, I don't want as it is data. I want my new column will be added with some specific or default value. Write some specific or default value. So just write, suppose I write here address type, table name, right? And then I can write it here default. I can make it residential. So there is no need to update the table. When we add the column with a default value, my new column added in the last with a default residential. Oh, it's a Varchar 220. Table alterated. Now if you go here, and I can see the new table will be added the default value residential. Default value will be added here. I'm just telling you one thing here, very important concept for the people more than 4-year experience. Can I drop a column? Dropping a column is very, you can see the address column. I can go and directly write it here, alter table name, right? Drop column name. I can write here drop column name. My column will be dropped. But this question comes in, this question actually tests your experience level and your knowledge about database. Alter table name, drop column name. This question will definitely drop the column, but see the answer in the interview. But sir, this is a very expensive operation. Why? Because the column contains some data. For example, this is the column table contains that address column. That column might contains a lot of data. My table contains 1 million record. So dropping a column is a very expensive operation. The table storing in millions of data, it will take a long time to run, and it blocks other changes of the table. Most of the time in a real-time production scenario, if I try to drop the column, it hung the database. Take a lot of time. So we should not drop the column, or we should not go to drop the column. If I want to do what you do set option, alter table name, set unused. Let me show you here. Rather than dropping, I'm writing here alter. Let me show you one. Let me first add the column, alter table name, add address, Varchar 2, and never remove the column. Never. So you can see this address table contains this column, address table. I don't want to drop this column. You know what I did? Alter table name, not drop. I'm writing here. Let me copy. Set unused column address. When I'm writing set unused column address, it will be instant impact. Does not matter your table contains 1 record or 1 million record or 1 billion record. Dropping a column will take a lot of time and have a huge impact on the database. It will be always perform in the downtime. We cannot store it whenever we want. We cannot. But set unused will be instant operation. You can do it anytime. You can see the address column is gone. But actually it's not physical gone. But it's just gone. You cannot see that. This is the concept. Learn the concepts of the database. Can I add a column? Yes, you can add a column. When you add a column, the column going to the last. Can I add in middle? We'll discuss in next class. Don't worry. Go in the last. With by default null value. There is no impact of the other data what it is have. But if I want a default value, I can write default and then what the value to go in the last. Can I drop a column? Yes, you can drop a column, alter table name, drop column name. But we should not do that because dropping a column is a very expensive operation. The table contains million of rows and it will take a long time to run. It blocks any other changes of the table. So your application, my application may be unstable. Suppose any of my procedure, function, package, which using this particular employee table, and I'm running my drop column, it took a lot of time. It will make impact on all other things. So dropping a column is not a preferable approach. Always do alter table name, set unused column address. Set unused is the operation, is the instant operation. No matter how many rows in the table, it will take same amount of time. So quick operation. Why? Why it is so quick? Because it will not permanently or physically remove the column. Address table column data still exists in the database, but it is unused for you. You cannot see that. It is still there. It's still taking space into the memory. It has still there. You cannot reclaim the space. You cannot do that because it's still there, but you cannot use it. And somebody can ask, can I roll back? You cannot roll back because it's alter column. Alter is a DDL. DDL cannot be rolled back. If it is set unused, means set unused. Gone, data gone. And once, for the instant we can do that, and once the DBA comes, DBA can come here and permanently remove like this. Alter, table name, drop unused columns. Whatever CYQMS columns. When I write drop unused columns, your column, all the unused column will be dropped. That activity DBA will done on the weekends or when the business is not running, so there will be no impact on the business. How can we find out which columns we deleted or drop or setting unused? There is a table called DBA unused call tab. DBA unused call tabs. This is a data dictionary. DBA, sorry. This table contains display list of tables which contains unused column. Suppose I'm writing this unused column address underscore type. When I go here, select star from this table. In this environment, I don't have access. It will show me which table here in this environment I don't have access. Let me create this here. Because this is a live SQL, the few things maybe it's not available here. But when we create table here, control, suppose, create table, EMPLO, PLO, table employee. So I'm writing ID, number. The table contains ID number. And let me add a column. Order table employee add address circle to n. Address column is added, right? Alter table to employee set unused column address. I'm setting unused. Column drop. What is this? You cannot drop column. Oh, I go through sys schema, so I cannot do that. Okay, it's okay. Here I cannot do that. I created the schema. I just installed this Oracle to all of you. In the sys schema, I cannot do that. Okay, forget about it. Let's go to the normal user concept because I don't have permission, so I cannot do that. But when I do make this here, set unused column, my data will be unused. The column will be unused. And when we are going to, when the DBA comes, DBA can be come here on the weekend to drop unused column. So it will not impact the performance of my database, and the same amount of time my database will be, the data will be gone. So rather than dropping the column, we can make a concept of setting unused, because instant operation make your query much faster, make your performance much faster, and will not impact anything. We can see that the key difference. See, the key difference between here the dropping unused column is, what is the key difference by dropping unused column? Because here it is a non-blocking operation. Drop unused columns we are doing on a weekend. It is taking the same amount of time, but our application is run as usual. Because now my application is not using address column, it does not impact anything. But when I'm dropping a column at the same amount of time, take a lot of time, my application will be impacted. So set unused first, and then drop unused column. It make a better way. Yes, Pratap, you have question before I'm moving forward.
Yeah, I have a question here, adding the column. Okay, for example, yeah, my requirement is just I want to add a address column with the values from the starting record. Is it possible?
From the
Starting record, from the first record. For example, I have added a one address column. Okay, in the first record, I want to add the values also.
values also, yes, we can make a default value, right?
Not default. I want to add, for example, addresses. For example, okay, for example, yeah, here is right RT. Yeah, the column one is address is Hyderabad, or column two is address is Bangalore. Like that, I want to insert the values. Is it possible?
In alter table, you cannot. You have to write insert command for that. When
Okay,
you
if I
creating
add-
a column and adding a
Yeah.
column, at that time you can't make a different values for each one. No.
Okay, if I insert a value, it will take from start first record.
No, it cannot. You have to specify where the value will go. You have to specify. Then we are update a command, update table set address. See, what I'm writing, update employee set address is equal to X, where ID is equal to 1. Update table set address is equal to Y or Bangalore, where ID is equal to 2. So if we have to specify it randomly, it will not.
Specify the ID, like.
Yeah, specify the ID. Yeah.
Okay, and one more question is, which is kind of decimal point. For example, okay, you're adding the number equal 5, 2. For example, for example, the number is 10.95. I want to make it 11. Is it possible?
Make it yes. Negative
11.
precision.
Make it 11.
Yes. Negative percent. There is some functions we can learn in the function, like absolute function. There is some absolute function. We can make the value like this. Absolute function if you go with it. But here the data type in the data type, I'm inserting some values. It automatically take a next value. We can use the concept of negative precision -2. It -2 means 100. -1 means nearest 10. -3 means nearest thousands. -4 means nearest 10,000. Insert whatever, it will convert the value like this. But if you don't have this negative, one second.
In the salaries table, right, we are adding, right, 5,
I'm inserting 10, I'm inserting 10.95.
But in the table, it should show 11. Is it possible?
Yeah, yes, possible by using negative precision. By using -1, suppose. Nearest 10. Nearest 10 means it will go to negative precision means 1, 11. It will go like this. Try that. When I give the notes today, I will give all the syntax, whatever I discussed. Try that. Okay, it definitely comes, or you can ask me. Okay.
But we can't. But we can't insert decimal, right? Using insert the value.
Why cannot? You can insert a number column. You can insert a decimal. Why not?
It's a decimal.
Yes. Why not? You can try that. Definitely, you can insert number. Number is a superset. See, integer is a superset. Under that, decimal is a data type, number is a data type, but the number is always stored decimal as well. Yeah, I can create a column as a number, but I can insert 10.5. It will insert 10.5.
Okay.
You can try that. Definitely, it will do. Deepak, you have a question?
Yes, thanks, Vishal. So my question is regarding the number data type. So what is the difference between number and int? And when do we use integer and when do we use the number? And the second question is regarding the unused keyword, which we have recently studied. So if we are unusing a column, then is it possible to revert that operation? Means if you want that column.
But I just told you, right? It's an alter command. Alter is DDL. DDL is auto commit. Basic concept.
Okay.
What is the
memory will be gone for that?
Yeah. Simple concept is whenever I write, forget this set unused. Right? I write set unused, but I write alter command. Alter means DDL. DDL means auto commit. This is the concept. Forget about what is unused or set or what. That is secondary. What is the primary command is alter command. Alter is a DDL command. DDL is auto commit. And something is auto commit, you cannot roll back. Means if you are setting something to unused, it means it is unused. It's gone. But it exists in the database physically. So you have to drop unused command. But you cannot roll back. Revert back is not possible. When it was set unused once, it means it's set unused. I cannot revert it back. This is nothing related to the unused command, Deepak. This is related to the alter command because DDL. This is the base command, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's talk about this number, decimal, integer. See, first of all,
Hi, Vishal, sir.
one second, Balu, you're asking some question, right?
Yeah.
Just give me 1 minute, okay? And don't worry for all of I'm telling you, right? My first 2 classes today and tomorrow, maybe you can see so many people, but after that the number will be people will be very less, right, in the session, right? Because nobody wants to pay most of the time, but that's okay. I am here available to all of you, so we can discuss one-to-one. And my first 4 lectures means 8 hours of session. My speed will be fast. I totally agree, because I'm going to the concept and I want you to just read the concept over notes. That will be helpful for all of you, right? When we go to that, SQL writing and query writing and all, my speed will be very slow. But I will make sure, I'm telling you who never know about database, when we see the 2 tables, they don't have to write the query. I can give you guarantee you don't have to write the query. You can tell how many inner, how many left join, how many right join. From the query, you will know that when to aggregate function, when to write analytical function, when to write case decode, how and when. First of all, when to write lead, in which scenario, when I see a question, a query, how do I know that I'm using lead, or I'm using lag, or I'm using rank, or I'm using dense rank, or I'm using group by, or I'm using case, or I'm using decode, or I'm using a function, I'm using inbounded. From the question you have to learn, because we're learning translation. Database is pure English. You have to just make a translation. If you know that translation, if somebody can ask a question, you can directly tell, okay, here I'm using rank, here I'm using lead, here I'm using lag, here I'm using window, here I'm using aggregate, here I'm using max, here I'm using case decode, whatever. Just see the query and you have to identify. So I will make sure with this concept to all of you. My speed will be slow, don't worry. With full guarantee, I'm telling you. When you see the 2 data set, you don't have to write the query. You can say how many inner join, how many left, how many right, how many full outer. You don't have to write the query, because in interview, interviewer ask the question like this: a table contains 1 null 2 3, another data contains 1 null 4 5. How many from inner, how many from left, how many from right? So you don't have to write the query. You can see the data set you have to answer. So I will when I start from the writing SQL query from the joins, go to aggregate, analytical, case, decode, lead, lag, rows unbounded, inbounded, right, list, aggregate, partitioning, partition by. That will be so much clear and so much easy. Don't worry, it's very easy concept or question we will learn. Okay, and we will be more easy when the number of people are less. It's very easy to communicate to each other, and I'm available one-to-one, so don't worry for anything. Okay, so Balu, you have any question you are asking before I move forward? I have 10 more minutes. I want to go one more concept today.
Sir, you're saying few comments in Oracle like DSC, table name, and unused comments. Okay, are those comments available in MS SQL Server?
DSC, I think DSC is a describe. In MS SQL must be something like that. Exact not same, but maybe something like store command. Don't remember exact what is called in MS SQL. That is right here.
But okay, are you giving the same mentioning the notes? Whatever the notes you're giving?
Yes, in the notes I will say in a SQL server, if let's want to describe table, my table, maybe there is some SP columns we can say.
Yes, SP, yeah, SP, like that, right? Underscore help table name command is.
Yes, so every database is a little bit different, but the concept is same. How it is matter, how it work, right? Concept is same. Let's go to one concept I'm telling you, because 10 minutes I want to finish one more concept. Invisible columns. Invisible columns is a new concept that is coming from Oracle 12c onwards, right? Only this concept for today. Invisible column. Invisible column means invisible. Invisible means you all know, right? Mr. India. Everybody know Mr. India? How many of you know Mr. India? You watched this movie or not?
Yes.
I hope everybody watched this movie, Mr. India. What Mr. India movie concept is that when that Anil Kapoor wear that watch, he become invisible. Means nobody can see that. The same concept of invisible column. Invisible column is a new concept which introduced in Oracle 12c. It means that I can make few columns invisible. Even if I select a star from, I cannot see those columns. Why I'm using invisible columns? Invisible column need to make security. I'm creating a table in front of you. So I'm writing create table text 2. See the example. Then I see the use of invisible column. I'm writing a column 1 number. Column 2, number. I'm writing here column 3, number. Just write invisible. ENVISIBLE. I make this column 3 is become invisible column. Now see this here. Table created Let me insert some data. Let's see this here. Insert into test2. Suppose I want to insert in column 1, comma column 2 values. So I'm writing here 1, comma 2. Oh, sorry, test2. Inserted. I'm writing here select star from test2. Star means all data. I'm writing star, but column 3 will not show. Only column 1 and column 2 will show. So what exactly it is this here? Invisible column is a concept that the column is become invisible. Nobody can see this column. It only comes into the picture to improve the security. The benefit of, see, the people who knows about views, right? We'll discuss about view and materialized view. Why we are implementing view in any database like MS SQL, Microsoft, and MySQL, everywhere. View is used to implementing data security. We don't want my data to be shown by someone else, so we can create views and give them access. Oracle 12c comes with a new concept of the same implement on the column level and create one particular column, right, to become it secure, become invisible. And you can specify, right, any column and give access which is not table. The main thing is what? Only the people. Even select a star is not able to show the data. But if you know column 1, column 2, comma column 3, if you know the name of column, then only you can see that the column can be displayed. Otherwise it is not. Otherwise it is not. Right? We don't have to specify. That's what I'm writing specifying here. I'm writing insert into values 1, comma 2. Data insert. There is no error at all. My table contains 3 columns. Column 1, column 2, column 3. I'm insert into table values only 2 columns. Even the data inserted. I can go here. Then only I can see the data. How can I find out that my table, which table contains invisible columns or the table contains invisible columns or not? Right? I can go select star from user tab calls. User tab columns is a column where I write it here, where suppose I'm writing table name is equal to, just to check my table if I want, basically. There is a column called hidden column. Let's see, that is select here. Hidden underscore column. CIDML. There is a column called hidden column. Column underscore name, comma hidden column. Column 1 is not hidden, column 2 not hidden, column 3 hidden. Yes. Column 3 is hidden. This is the concept of hidden column, invisible column. Make that column invisible. You cannot see that. It only implemented to improve security. When I don't want that anybody should know about my particular column and I can store a sensitive data in a particular column, so I can use the concept of invisible column that comes from Oracle 12c onwards. Before that, we have a concept of view. But if I want to make this column, make this feature on a column level, I can use the concept of invisible column. Let me take you one more answer here on this question. The few minutes before we learned, can I add a column? And when I add a column, that column will always go into the last. For example, suppose I'm getting a table, create table A, right? And suppose there's a column called ID, number, name, varchar 2. My table created. I'm writing here describe A. I want to see what the column this table contains is. This table contains two columns, ID and name. Whenever I add a new column, the column go into the last. Let's see this here. Alter table. This is the last thing for today. Alter table A. Add. Suppose I can add a column email. Varchar 2 10. Add a new column. Whenever I add a new column, this my column going to the last. You can see that. The question is, I want a new column. I want to add a new column, but I don't want this column can go into where the column will go. You can see the column go in the last. I want my column should go into second position, third position, fourth. In Microsoft, we can do that. We specify the position, but Oracle, you cannot. Oracle by default, it will go to the last column added here. But the question is, I want to make it last column. So how can we do this? So see this, every data, whenever we create any column, right? Whenever we create any column, if you do it here, if I go to here, if you can see this here, column ID. User tab columns contains a column ID against each column. I can say this here, let me column table name is A. This table contains ID is 1 column, name number 2 column, email number 3 column. 2 minutes before, when you see the test2 table, the invisible column contains no column ID because this column is invisible, secure. So no column ID assigned to this particular column. So the question is, can I add a column in middle? I want to add the column email in between 2. So what we can do? Let's see this. What we can do? I am altering the column. Alter table. Let's see this here. Alter table A. Modify. I am modifying my this name column invisible. Invisible. My name become invisible. If my name become invisible, then what happened? There is no ID for this column. Let's see this. A. ID is gone for A. When I become invisible and then make it, again go and make it visible. I can go describe A. My email come in the second position. What I did, when I add a by default a column, column go into the last. My table already contains ID and name. Everybody can see that. My table contains ID and name. ID go on number 1 position. There's the last 2 more minutes to everyone. ID and name. ID go to number 1 position. Name go to number 2 position. When I add a new column email go to number 3 position. The question is, I want to switch this number A from 3 to 2. So what I did, I can make this column name become invisible. When I make this become invisible, so their ID position is gone. This 2 is gone because any column, invisible column, cannot contain a column ID. It by default become null. So when it become null, this 3 become 2. So when I make it null, then it come in the last 3 because 2 is already occupied. So by using this invisible and visible concept, I can add a column into the middle. Got it? Understand the concept? How to add a column in middle? This question come in the interview. Can I add a column in middle in Oracle? Because in Oracle, always column go into the last. If I want to add in the middle, we can use the concept of invisible column. Okay, thank you for today. And I will send the notes to everyone. And I hope it is helpful. Go for each and every topic by one. And let's see what is happening. Yes, Venkata, you have a question, you can ask me.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes.
Sir, by default, if we not mention the number brackets in the size, it will take 32. How much space, sir?
32.
32, sir.
Yes, by default value is 32, yes.
Sir, suppose if I mention number in brackets 5, 3. The
yes.
Total
it means total 5. Total, the 5 first is called precision, that is total 5. And 3 is called after decimal 3 values, is fixed. Means before decimal only 2 values come.
Including dot, sir?
No, not including dot. Not okay, including sir. Dot. Before decimal only 2 values coming. Yeah, Rahul, you have a question?
Okay.
Priyanka, you have a question?
Yeah, what is the timing of for this training?
The timing is the same going on. Today is the first session. I'm not going to make any random. The first session is done. Tomorrow we'll learn more on that. Above that,
like
I start from the base.
Late, so I don't know what is the timing.
The timing is the same. India time 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Okay. And US timing 8 to 10 in the morning. Right? It will take around 3 months. When we go, you all can ask me the questions. So don't worry. I will send the notes to everyone. Right? And only my notes and my session are enough to all of you. I am here available 1-to-1. Right? Whatever we are discussing. My first few lectures, like 4 lectures, is maybe speed is faster, but then it will be slow when writing sequels and all to make your concept. Focus on concept to wherever you learn. Either learn from me, learn from Google, learn from Udemy, learn from YouTube, but learn from the base concept. Don't go random topics. If you go random topics, you never get selected. and learn how to answer. Because suppose somebody can ask you, I discuss tomorrow where you can see delete and truncate, very easy questions, and you can see you learn a lot tomorrow session, right? How to delete records, what is happening when we truncate, when truncate is faster, why, all the question when we learn, you can see how to answer is very important. What to answer, everybody know, is written on Google. How to answer is very important. So I will send the notes by today evening to all of you. Tomorrow see you same time, same link. Thank you. Thanks. Bye.